Hey, today we're going to learn how to make an origami Christmas tree. And I'll show you where I got this from. I've made some modifications and amalgamated the approaches of different origami artists. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a square of paper. This paper that I'm using is 10 by 10. And it's nice if you can get one that has a pretty pattern on at least one side. Here is my paper. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to fold this paper 4 different times. First secret I want to share with you is that I think it does matter whether you do the rectangle first or the triangle fold first, because it is much easier to make a triangular fold or diagonal fold accurately than it is to make a rectangular fold accurately. So I would suggest you do the triangular fold first. If you have a piece of paper with the pattern on one side, you're going to fold it so that the pattern is on the outside. And you can see we have creases there. And we're going to fold along those creases on both sides till we get this kind of pyramid shape, this flatter triangle shape. And then what we're going to do, you see the two paper at the bottom, we're going to fold up the top of those two bottom papers. Hi, no, this part was so important. I thought it might be something I should demonstrate to you. So here we have, this is our rectangular piece of paper. Now you can see that because you folded it diagonally, we've got these flaps here. It's easy to just fold it in like this. And this is where we're at. Now if you look here, these are the pieces of paper I was telling you about. There is the flaps at the top, and then at the bottom there's two pieces. You're going to open this up, right? And then you're going to fold it across like this so it comes flat into a square. And this is a square we're going to be working from here. All right. So this is where it starts to get fun. We get into the folding. We're going to make 4 sets of folds. First, you fold in from the left to the middle line, and then you fold that out. So you see the crease, the obtuse crease there is on the right, on the top right, where it was on the left before. And then you're going to fold that back again into the middle. And then you're going to stick your finger in and make a hole there. Then you're going to flatten that down. So this is what it looks like, flattened down. Then you're going to do the same thing with the next side. So you turn over and you fold in from the left to the middle line. And then you fold that out and fold it back in the other way from the right to the left. And then you put your finger in and flatten that down. And you do the same thing again, folding in from the left and flattening it down. And this is the last flattening down now. And this is what it finally looks like. So we don't need all of this stuff at the bottom, so we're going to cut it off. Now you can make your tree with long legs or short legs. I prefer short legs. So I've cut off most of that triangle at the bottom. And then you're going to trim it until it looks like this, like a little Christmas tree trunk. And then what you want to do is to think about where you would put your branches. So I'm going to do 4 branches. They're going to be along both sides. You can stagger them a little bit, or you can put them side by side, but the little cuts are going to go about 1 inch, no more than 1 inch, maybe less than 1 inch depending on your size of your original paper. 4 cuts that are parallel, going a little bit downwards, and they are on both sides. And then we're going to fold in a little piece of each fold like this. And on both sides, we're going to fold it down. And we're going to turn it around and do it on the next side. Continue doing the folds all around. So you'll have 4 sets of folds. And that's 8 folds. And there is the tree. Now, this is the tree before the star. Now, this is the fun part. I really like this part. We're going to put a star on top of the tree. And we're only going to cut. We're not going to need to paste or glue or anything like that. So what you do, you take the top and you hold it so that you have 5 folds. You notice there's 8 flaps all around the tree. You want to have 5 folds together. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folds. There's 3 on the other side, right? And then you're going to cut that whole piece off the top there. And then you're going to make a cut lower down and cut just to the middle line. So first you cut right across the top and then you cut only to the middle line, no further. The second secret I want to share with you is how to do these cuts to make the star. I noticed that the star was looking kind of bent backward, so I decided to fool around with it, and I found that the best way to do it is to do it like this. When you're making the diagonal cut of the tip to make the whole of the star, you're going to hold it with the side with 5 flaps is going to be to the left, okay? So you're going to cut it with that to the left. But then when you're making the cut for the star itself, when you're cutting through the 5 flaps just to the middle line, you need to do that with those 5 flaps to the right. So of course you're cutting through those 5 and not the 3 on the left. That way you get a star that stands up much better. It's not flopping over to the back or to the front.